Okay, I think that worked. Okay, yeah, I did. I was like, wait, did I do that right? I'm still messing around with my sound, which is a weird thing. You would think at this point in time I would have that like dialed in and perfect, but sometimes I touch buttons when I'm not paying attention. And it filled me with deep regret. Sorry, I got side. I'm like looking at something. Oh, this is fine. Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I made the mistake of also being on Twitter when I started streaming, which is always a mistake. I should never. But I was like looking at something, and then I was like, oh wait, shit. And I'm only a little bit late because I was playing Arc Knights, which is what I was looking for. But we are gonna go back to working on Neo Studio Chronicles. I have a bunch of tabs I need to have open. I want to have that open because I realize I need to I keep having realizations. Shit, what the fuck did I just knock over? A flashlight? Maybe. Oh no, I pushed the button and something weird has happened. Nope, we're fine. You'd think I know how my stuff on my desk worked. And you would be wrong. You would be very wrong. Mostly because sometimes I put stuff on my desk and kind of forget about it. Out of sight, out of mind is a real. Out of sight, out of mind is real. Okay, found it. It was a flashlight that I knocked over. Okay, so let's start. Okay, game design document. Okay. Okay. Series Bible, project planner. But okay. We're gonna do some also a little bit of organization here because I have lost the plot. As one does, as in by one I mean myself. Let's see. Oh, there's an ad break? Huh. Okay, so I turned that on the other day because I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was the funny thing is I personally ads annoy me, but I also I guess technically do this as my job right now. Who would have thought? So I guess if people watch ads and then Twitch gives me money, that would be nice. I think I've gotten in my entire time of streaming on Twitch, I think I've gotten a payout twice. But mostly because I'm wildly inconsistent with streaming on Twitch, which makes it hard to build a following on this space. And I know that. The funny thing is, a lot of the not problems, a lot of the setbacks and challenges I face, I know the answer to the problem. I just don't like them, so I don't do them, and then I act shocked and surprised when things don't go the way I think they should go or think they could go. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do some things. Okay, so the series Bible links to the game design document and the project planner, which is correct. The game design document has the guidebook. Okay, so I'm looking for the magic. Okay, I know what I'm looking for. Magical Girl Mech Rising guidebook. That's what I'm looking for. That's what's missing from this particular. Project planner series Bible. Cool. Guidebook, and you should link to YouTube. There we go. Just so because I know they're all directly. What the hell is this? Okay, hold on a second. I also have too many keyboards on my desk. Ask me how many keyboards I have on my desk, and you will be shocked and surprised by the answer. The answer is too many. So I'm just gonna unplug one of them. Can I stand it up? Will it stand? Oh, it will stand up. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's stand that up since it's unplugged. Okay, but the two things I need to have open today are the Serious Bible and the game design document. And the project planner. Those are the three things I have to have open today. Because those are the three things, which is weird, three things to be in. Game design document, Serious Bible, project planner. Okay. Because some of this stuff exists in other places. So one of the things that happened last stream was I was copying over other that's in the Google Doc version of this project that don't exist in the now offline Markdown version of this project. Is that my fan? Probably. Hold on a second. Let me test something real fast. 'Cause I am never, as we know, monitoring my own audio. So let's see. Advanced audio properties. Mic and audio. And let's see. No, I guess you can't hear my fan. That's cool. Perfect. I mean, if you can, it's like only when I'm talking, which is fine. It's hot. It is so effing hot. And it's actually cooler now. It's actually cooler now than it had been. Yeah, it's only 84. It'll be up to 92, but it was like 100 and something yesterday. But we are in an excessive heat warning. Which reminds me, I swear to God, I'm gonna actually start working on this. Because I'm streaming during the day, all my daytime thoughts are happening. Which means they're like things that I normally do during the day, obviously. Okay, you're gonna make me do this from my phone. That's fine. That's a-okay. Nope, don't want to be in there. So all the daytime thoughts happen. So anyway, one of the things that happened was, or one of the things that is happening, is there's a lot of stuff that exists in other places that all just need to live in one place, and they don't yet. And so I want to fix that, or rather, I'm going to be fixing that today. So I know what I've already done, because like sometimes I'm like reinventing the wheel that I've already had this thought, so I should just like work from the thought that I've already had. Because like I was looking at something in Google Docs, and I went, oh. Didn't realize that was there. So we're going to, or rather didn't realize that I had already had this thought. So where is that section about influences? Where is that section about influences? Influences, there it is. For so I mean, obviously some of these thoughts have happened. Oops. I guess I should add metabots to this list. Board game influences, major board game influences. Also, it'll help me get back mentally. Okay. No, that's just as annoying. That's gonna get deleted. Because it'll help me figure out what I like the thought, like what I. Ooh, shit. God damn it! My little armrest fell off again. I have like a sticky armrest thing, like wrist pad, on my desk. and it just like popped off my desk. Like it's so hot. It's sweating. No, I guess movie. Influences. I don't like. I wrote Underworld, the Underworld universe in Resident Evil. That's not right. That goes to something else. That thought was for something else. I know myself, and I don't think that's correct. Yeah, I feel like. Okay, so like I have a note here that says Underworld, Resident Evil, and Xenosaga, and that definitely is a note that goes to. Oh, brain, come on. It's High Metropolis. It's These Broken and Beloved Things. Master Document. I don't know why I don't have a tab here. I sidetracked. Influences. And Xenosaga. I love Xenosaga to like an unholy degree. Let's see. Let's continue. Anyways, Xenosaga, like there's Xenogear. Is it Xenogear? Xenoblade Chronicles. So in that universe, side note, there's a game called Xenosaga that was on PS2, I want to say, and I adore that game. I wish they would do a remaster or something so I could play it again, or pretend to play it, or buy it just to support it because I'm excited about it existing. Is that really the only thing that was in this document? Was the little note about influences? Was this entire thing actually blank? Go figure. That can't be right. I'm gonna scroll back up to the top and just double check. I mean, it's possible this entire thing was blank. There's a bit about setting in here that I just kind of didn't do anything with. Do I have a lore document for this? I should. Locations. Story. I don't know. I always press P. It's kind of obnoxious how that happens. Yeah, I guess that's it. I can close this tab. Cool. Good job, me. Don't know what past me was thinking. I wrote, it's a 10-page thing and like there's nothing in it. Which I guess makes sense. Because if I had done this, if I had done this in the past, I actually completed this task, I would be in a better shape than I am now. Why is Hurricane Like Me open? I'm gonna leave that open because I don't know why I had it open. But we're just gonna work our way through this and make commentary, or I'm gonna put commentary and maybe some answers places. Roadmap is readme, key features, gameplay loop. It's gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be weird meandering, kind of all over the place stream. I can already tell. Where was the thing I was in? Guidebook. Where was the thing I was in? That's where I was. So then, whoops. Okay, so this is everything that is shared, all the game information, all the game world, all the game mechanics that are shared between the two games, Magical Girls, Mecha Rising, and Magical Girls and Mecha. The guidebook for playing magical the co-op. Oh, I also muted my music and forgot. My bad. From me, I muted it from me. The guidebook for playing the co-op. Play by post-game magical girls and mecha. The guidebook for playing the board game playing oh my god, playing board game magical girls mecha rising. This this game is this. Okay, project planners need a note outline. Okay, so elevator pitch for City Chronicles. Okay, so I have an elevator pitch for this somewhere, and we're gonna go find it. Mostly because I know I've not in DevOps. There, I was like, where? But we are going to journal logs, letters, guidebook, Orabot. Orabot. This includes this is everything for the setting up the Discord server. Sorry, this is everything that a group would need, from setting up the Discord server, creating characters, and running missions running missions beyond the door. This is for setting up okay. Thinking. Why did I just get a message on my phone? Okay. Okay, actually, you know, we're also gonna add something in here. Pitch doc. Magical mech rising. I'm looking for a thing. I was looking for the pitch deck, not pitch doc. Story. I'm looking for. I don't know what that was, and I don't like it. It's a fucking ant. I'm in a war with the ants right now. We don't talk about it. Okay. New folder. 04. Characters. Vault added. Created a characters folder for Neo Cities Chronicles. I can spell words. And then I'm gonna make a new note because I have to make characters. Abigail. Unless I already made one, let's make sure that I didn't already do this. Abigail. I did. Where does this live? See, Past Me knows what's up. Past Me is... Okay, so where does this live? Neo City Lore. Oh, it's in the lore folder. Good job, me. Delete. Ignore that note. I didn't do... I was like, did I already do that? Okay, so in the game design document... actually, no, it's not in the game design document. It's in the Serious Bible. Characters. Abigail. August. IO. Mecha Companions. Peach Sprint. Okay, just making sure that I did the thing. So also this is going to involve me bouncing around between a lot of different documents. But I promise it makes sense in my head, and I'm going to do my level best. Right, I was looking for the ones from before. New node. Chi. I'm like in Google Docs. What's happening? And I'm looking for something. And I happen to be making eye contact with like other documents that are in here that don't exist. Fist, heart, frog. It's a lot of frogs. Don't know what that's about. Okay. Is it in this document? Let's open this one and see if it's in here. Piece of door. Does this have a... Oops, nope, stop. Stop. Does this have a... Ow. Also, I figured out one of the things that's gonna happen. It's the best way for me to figure out how... Is this the about? Gapon, you did for fun. Okay, let's just search. Nope. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, it is what I'm looking, but it is not what I'm looking for because it's already there. Is this it? Don't know what that's about. That's not what I'm looking for. I know I wrote this down. Master doc? It's probably I hadn't opened this earlier. Let's see. Is this what I'm looking for? Specifically this combination of words. No. Interesting. Interesting. Wreak havoc. Let me just double check. Like I'm just gonna search for like another combination of words. Yes. Okay, let's see. Is this the... Okay, yes. It does exist somewhere. It exists in the guidebook. Okay. That's fine. Not what I'm looking for. Still not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for... I will eventually find it. Like, eventually I will get to a document where I wrote the damn elevator pitch. Because I gave someone the elevator pitch. Like, I've done that in person once. So I know I wrote it down. That's not what I wanted, but I'm gonna take it. And design, that's not what I'm looking for, but we are gonna put it there. Now that I put headers on things. This goes in the game design document. Where is the thing? Demographic. What Board pieces. What are the essentials? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. What modes? What kind of players? No, no, no. Game analysis. Main game. What's players? That's just nope. That's just story bits. Influence. It's not under influences. Project scope. Nope. Comparable products. Nope. Let's see if I type. If I search the word UN. Ah. There we go. It's under gameplay mechanics. Magic Girl Mecha played via post, and then this should be Magical Girls Mecha Rising, and oops, shared online text documents played by narrative first. Let's see, genre. Narrative first. Magical Girls Mecha Rising. I never wrote anything past that. Let's see. Oh, see, I did write. What is? Oh, this is the weirdest place ever. It is in the weirdest place ever. Major anime influences. Okay. Just gonna do this again. We're gonna do that. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna leave that. Metabots is already there. Mega Man NT Warriors is already there. Angelic Leia is already there. Digimon is already there. Monster Ranchers. Gotta figure that one out. Sympho Gear, I'll fix the name for that one. Voice of a Distant Star, Ride Back makes sense. Gundam makes sense. Gundam Wing, I'll put it with its Gundam predecessor. I will go into detail. I did already do this, but we can do it again. It exists somewhere else. Okay, cool. Rainbow horned frog. Okay, there's a lot of frogs. Why did I make them all frogs? And I will show you in a second what I'm referring to. Red frog. I don't know why I made frogs. I don't know why I decided the first set of enemies I was going to design were going to be frogs. That's so weird of me. Like, not that I don't like. It's like it implies that. It like almost implies I don't like frogs or something, which is not actually true. TTRPG influences. There we go. There was a moment where I forgot to spell influences. Okay. Okay, focus, pull your brain back together. I also have a bunch of NPCs. I just saw their names too. So one of the things I realized is I need to figure out plans. I have to figure out which one I want to work on first. So this is what I was doing last time, which was building this entire thing. Did I ever... rename... let me think. I want to renamed keys to the door adventure created notes for various frog themed once from before. Once from before? I don't know. I forgot how to pluralize that word. I want mission hook. Members of the Magical Defense Agency, our characters have been tasked with maintaining safety. Oh, right. Okay, that's what. Okay. I am now back. My brain is now back on track. So. Oops, nope, don't make a new tab. Close that. I want to go into the product planner, and the roadmap is going to exist. We're gonna figure this out. One. Actually, don't give them numbers. I guess tick boxes? Yeah, I guess tick boxes is fine. Let's see. I want to give it, right, adventure book, adventure keys to the door, right, finish, adventure keys to the door for playing, right, for Magical Girls Mecha Rising. But first, step one. Combine. Figure out. Nope, that's a to-do, not a combine. Combine mechanics for magical. Oh my god, why can't I spell? Mecha and Magic Girl Mecha Rising. Combine. Solidify. Combined mechanics for. They share character creation. So they're gonna share character creation. They're gonna share combat mechanics, but not implementation. Is all Magical Girl, and Mecha is all description of action based, where Magical Girls Mecha Rising has preset actions. Combine. They don't have solidified, not solidified. Unique. I spelled unique wrong. That's not even Unique. What the fuck? How do you spell unique? I can't spell unique. Okay, keep. I bet you it's on this list. Oh, it's not. Okay, we're gonna cheat a little bit. How do you spell unique? U-N-I-Q-U-E. Thank you, captions for that one. Solidify unique game mechanics for magical girl and magical girls and mecha. Play by post, journaling, character, journals, events, quests, major, and side quests. Socialization between players. Let's see, major and okay, so solidify unique gameplay mechanics for magical girl mecha rising card system deck building and card system, skill trees are things that they're going to share. Wait, is this, do I have that guidebook? Can I have that open? Can I go open that? I wish there was a way that you could sort files by type in Google Docs, in Google Drive. Because you can't. Like, as of right now, oh, there it is. There's more where it's like, where is this thing at? Oh, okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Scrabble file. Oh, it's a Scrabble file. That makes sense. In the worst kind of way, that makes sense. Mecha Rising. Oh, I got another. God, that was so fast. Why are there like ads every 2 seconds? Don't love that. I wasn't paying attention, or else I would have skipped it. Event guidebook. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I need to like look at all 3 of these at the same time, and I wish I had like a better way to okay, solidify mechanics. None of them can be played solo. Co-op mechanics, character creation, co-op mechanics, co-op mechanics. I feel like the adventure outlines are probably going to be different. They share the rules for death and they share the rules. They have different win conditions. Game win conditions. Game win / loss conditions. Oops. Game / win loss conditions. Deck building, card system. Do they have the same? Let me think about this. Do they have the same? This is a mystery. Do they have the same? Equipment items. They have the same equipment items. But not how equipment is used. Equipment items. Actually, no. I think they are the same. Okay, so how is this different? But actually, you know what I need to do? I know I need to roadmap. Don't yawn. God damn it! Why did I yawn? I had a coffee too. I need to find where's the thing about gameplay loop. Gameplay. Gameplay loop. Okay. I'm just like thinking as I work through this because if I figure out the gameplay loop, once I figure, then I'll know where things are different. That's the answer to what's happening in my head. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna steal this. And I want to take this. And I want to put it. Why don't I have... Can I stop losing my mind? Yesterday Chronicles. What is this? Okay, we're gonna... Magical girls, oops, come on. What the fuck? Magical girls and mecha. And then grab this again, paste Magical Girls Mecha Rising. Exploring in the... Okay, that's not... Exploring around the cities. Okay, that's what I want. That doesn't exist. Actually, I'll leave that one there as a key player. Okay, and then... That exists here. Let me think. So let's start at the top. Exploration. I'm probably gonna write this as like a giant block of text and then like parse it out into where it goes. Actually. Huh. Why does that not work? Is it actually case sensitive? It is case sensitive. Hate that. Oh, there's no flowchart. Interesting. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean that's bad. Let's see if I can find the word flowchart. No, there's a flowchart. Haha, there is a flowchart. I'm like, there's a flowchart somewhere in the world. I mean, mind you, it opened in the wrong thing, but you know what? We'll make it work. Okay. I just want to like look at this flowchart that I built for High Metropolis. Floors, explore floor. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I want Metro Girls and Mecha. Okay. I love how I didn't. Past me is so silly. Okay. Past me was not about helping future me with writing useful information in my notes to myself. Okay, exploration, gameplay flow, gameplay flow. Okay, so you're playing a game. You've created your character. Okay, players. Create their keykeeper and mecha companion. Okay, so you create your character, and in session during session players create during session 0 as a group. Once you've created your characters in session 0, during session 1, they have session 1. See, like, it feels like, okay, don't just pull yourself together, like, and work yourself through this thought process. So in session 0, they create the character, the inaugural, if gameplay is starting from scratch. I can't spell scratch. Go figure. SCRATCH. There we go. We're starting from scratch. Then session 0, session 1 will have the players getting used to being on board the ship that they are taking into the taking beyond the door. Beyond the door. Session if gameplay is not starting from scratch and the keykeepers are already part way through their journey beyond the door, then okay. If gameplay is starting from scratch, then session 0 will have getting used to being beyond the door. This means meeting in game their fellow keykeepers as well as the mod team playing as the embedded press pool members. If there's a mod team, if there is a mod team, if the game is large enough to need moderators, this is where they create their in-game character press pool member characters. If there's a lot of if statements being thrown around. If there are no moderators, then the game's narrator takes up the role of the single embedded press pool member. Press pool member. Okay, if the gameplay is starting from scratch, as well as any of the mod, as well as anyone, as well as I spelled members wrong here too. If the game is not starting to already partway through the journey, then the game kicks off with this discovery of a new location within the place beyond the door. I keep writing beyond the door. It's like so obnoxious, but I did this to myself, and I'm refusing to change it. And this leads to the character exploration phase as well. This is a lead in for this. This is a lead in for players to investigate various things, places, and things aboard. It is up to the mod team and game narrator. There will be a series of set locations aboard the ship detailed in fudge. Detailed in the ship locations document, which doesn't exist yet. I could make it right now. Like, I could just be like, oh, make it right now, but then I'll get sidetracked again, and I don't want to do that. These locations have descriptions and sets. These locations have items. Players have things. Players can interact with, depending on. Actually, wait a second. I'm looking for something. With those have things like things, and I guess a dumb sentence. Of course, it has things that they can interact with. I'm looking for something on the internet, and it's gonna be a nightmare. I'm thinking. Well, I'm not thinking. When is this from? Let's see. I mean, this might not be helpful when I'm looking up. God, some of these things are so old. Let me think. Actually, change something. I'm having second thoughts. I wrote this, and then now I'm having second thoughts. Or having second thoughts. Let me think. Cause I've done the thing where various places and things of worship. Continue the game. The game in Magical Girls and Mecha. The game's narrator and mod team will be provided with. Okay, I'm making a change. I'm making, because I realized I had like a thought. So originally when I was making Magical Girls and Mecha, like one of the heavier, bigger influences were like old live journal comms and how you can make it slightly more structured. And I feel like as I was writing this, I was getting off book. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what word it is. But the Magical Girls okay, so so I'm making some changes that are like slightly more provided with set locations and events which they can pull from as the game evolves based on player action. But I might need to make a one second. I will be right back. I need to just make a quick run to the bathroom of all places. Okay, I'm back. And I also got water while I was gone. Okay. Yeah, water while I was gone. Okay, so anyway, so the thought I was having was, this game, I don't actually need to do what I was doing just now, but I do know what I need to do, which is explain how, if you're running this game, how this works. Okay, so then takes the role of a single embedded principal member in Magical Girls to be provided with a set of locations and events which you can pull from as the game evolves based on these events. The events will provide a flowchart directing the event will provide a flowchart for players to explore down with choices for players to explore down depending on their characters. The game's narrator and mod team will also be provided with a host of different ones from before to populate any encounters they want to create or pull into events, into various events. Um, you get so the way this is gonna work is you're gonna get a premise, which is the event setup. Event setups. When an event is started. When an event is occurring. When an event is occurring, the beginning setup will be presented to the players. Will be presented to the players to write out their character's reaction. In situations with the game's not. The GN and mod team can also craft events based on information they see within characters, within players' character journals and the letters that they write home. These custom events, let me think about this. Will be unique to each game. Okay. And fall into one or any number of event types, such as an exploration event, an investigation event, exploration combat event, okay, actually wait, let me change that. Keykeepers begin group session, magical set of events which they can pull from involved based on there are 4 kinds of events. 4 kinds of events in magical girls and mecha. Exploration events, investigation of the combat events, and socialization events. These events are either presented. These events are either presented by the GN and by the. I'm just tired of writing that. By the game's narrator and mod team, or triggered by the player, by a player's actions. Actually, no, that line can stay there. Then player's action will be provided by a host of multiple pap any combat by any encounter. They want to create or pull into very event. An event occurring in the beginning setup in a presented event. In a presented event, the setup will be presented to the players to write out their character's reaction. In a triggered event, in a player triggered event, the GN And MT will instead. No, how am I gonna do this? Okay. So in the presented event, they get the setup, right at the character reaction. This will go. We'll nudge. Can lead them down. We present them. Gameplay will go back and forth. Gameplay will go back and forth between the different players involved in the event, or not involved in the event. Involved in the event. We'll go back and forth between players involved in the event through text, go through, not live, through posted text in the appropriate channel. Gameplay will go back and forth between different players involved in the event through posted text in the appropriate channels. After an event is over, is called to be over by the GM, and players can then write a epilogue, write a sort of epilogue. I can't spell epilogue. Sort of epilogue in their character journal to get out, to put out any other thoughts their character may have had at the time of the event but couldn't share, or a retrospective of the event. A retrospective couldn't share, or a retrospective of the event once if they've gleaned new information. Player events are triggered. Player couldn't share, or a player triggered event. In a player triggered event, the GM will initiate it. Player triggered events are more organic in that they are based solely on. Why are you telling me solely isn't a word? Am I spelling solely wrong? I'm spelling solely wrong. On information that the other kind players based on information. Player triggered events are more organic in that they are based solely on information that the has from players' journals. Oh wait, I wrote this already. No, I made it from players' journals or letters home. Because the GN because the GN has access to both public and private information about all of the characters in the game. In player triggered events, the GN has to craft the event flow chart themselves. The flowchart run. All events are designed to... What events are designed? Events are designed to move the story forward or expand on something that the players have, or expand on something that the players have, expand on the players' gameplay experience. Okay. Also, cause I'm like, I know I wrote that sentence before. These custom events will be unique to each game and fall into one of the many event types, any one or any number of the events. Okay, each event is designed to move the story forward and expand on the player's gameplay experience. If gameplay started from scratch, this is going to go somewhere else. I don't know where I'm going to put this, but this is going to go someplace else. I just don't know where it's going to go. I need to figure out where it's going to go. I'm just going to steal this sentence, though. Gameplay is not sort of... Ow, 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 ow. I don't know why I'm saying ow. It's not ow, it's ew. Oh, did I scratch myself again? Or did I hit myself? I don't know. Ow. I guess that wasn't ow. I think I scratched myself again when I wasn't paying attention. Poor little thing. In my attempt to kill an ant, I scratched myself. Which is just what I deserve, I guess, for killing the ants. Oh. I drank water just now and now I'm choking. Oops. I'll just put that there. I'm probably gonna change this. I did that and then. Okay, so this is the better gameplay flow thing than what I had written there before, than the other bits that I had. It's the combat engagements. I don't know why I wrote that like that. It's supposed to be combat engagements. Updated, changed, worked on the gameplay flow section of role playing and multi-platform role-playing games, I guess platform role-playing game series focused on a series of magical key keepers and their robot companion. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, ow. I also got like a tetanus shot yesterday. As a group, okay, so, as a, provide with set of locations, okay, so then that means in, players are bound by the various sets of, various game rules. Players are bound by the various rules when it comes to, gameplay will go back and forth between the different players involved in the event. Players are bound by the set rules, by the different set rules of the game as to what they, and how they can interact with the game world. However, game world, if that's in, that's a weird sentence. Bound by the different rules set. Wait, players are bound by the different rule sets of the game of Magical Girls and Mecha as to what they can, but as to how, what? No. What? As to how they interact with the game world, no, but how? That was the rules only dictate. Actually, I guess I should look that up. What versus how? I know it is what they rules only dictate what the players can do in terms of describing their actions, not how they can act in terms of the manner in which something is occurring. I'm missing an R. Occurring, but not. I have to read. Rules only dictate what the player can do in terms of describing their actions, but not. Oh, is that the other way around? How you describe what you do? No, wait. Players describe what they do. What they do. Players, come on, think about how players describe what they do. Oh yeah, players, okay, wait, I did this. Players describe what they do. Really say how the player, okay, wait, I have to delete this sentence. I have to write this exactly how I'm thinking it out loud. Or else it's gonna be, come on, brain, you can do it. Players, by different rule sets of the game, how they can interact with the game world. Players describe the actions that describe what the actions that their characters are going to take during a scene, and the rules tell the players how tell players in what manner how their actions I need an adult because I'm like struggling through the sentence. Let me go summon an adult. I need an adult. in pain. I'm like flexing my arm. Bound by the different rule sets and how they interact. The players describe what the action their characters are going to do, take in the world, the scene, and the rules tell the player tell the players in what manner, how their actions take effect. I think that's right. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not like fully committed to that bit. Why did you say? Okay, I don't even want to know. We don't even want to know. We're just gonna roll with it and just keep going. Because if I, it's the what versus how. I think this is right. I think that's correct. I will fiddle around with it. After take okay, players are bound by the different rule sets of Magical Girls and Mecha as to how they interact with the world. Players describe what the action their characters are going to take during the scene, and the rules tell the players in what manner their action takes effect. The rules can tell. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Can tell after an event is called to be over by the game narrator. Players can then write a short epilogue in their character, put into their thoughts. They can also write letters about. They can also write letters home at any point of telling. Sure, thank you. Hi. Okay, I'm stuck in this thing where, okay. Context. In Magical Girls and Mecha, because it's play by post, what happens is an event occurs in the game, and then players react to that event. And trying to figure out, is it what or how? Like, literally, is the word I'm looking for is what or how. So players are bound by the different rule sets of Magic Girls and Mecha as to how they interact with the game world. Players describe what the action that their characters are going to take during a scene, and the rules can tell players how their actions take effect. Does that make sense? Or am I crazy? That's really, I'm like, am I crazy or does that make sense? The rules tell you how things go, not what you can do. Okay, first reaction is no. Okay, what is unclear? Also, welcome in. Thank you for coming to my aid. First reaction is no, don't need the and that. Don't need the, describe what the, wait, player, don't need the and that, either or, I reckon. Wait, what? So no, it's not clear is what you're saying. Oh, okay. Let's see if this, let's try this again. So my question is, does this sentence make sense? Players are bound by the different rule sets of Magical Girls and Mecha as to how they can interact with the game world. Players describe what the action their character is going to take during a scene, and the rules can tell the player in what manner their actions take effect. Players. Player manner of how. Okay. Player describe. Also, why is this so? Will it not let me zoom in any closer? It's It's because I made my screen bigger. Cause like part of me says that makes sense, but part of me says no. It only makes sense because I wrote it. I mean, anyone else reading that will be like, "What the fuck did you just mean?" Cool, thank you. And I'll see how someone who's not in my head because in my head is like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. Okay. After the event is called to an end, players also have the option. Players also have no, listen, that makes sense. I'm like, it sounds convoluted. Like there's got to be a easier, clearer way to say what that was. What I'm trying to say. Players also have the option, the freedom to write letters home at any point, telling their friends and family back home, about the journey and anything they think of at anything of note. Oh, okay, that's just a weird sentence. It's probably because it's just a sentence by itself hanging out by it, like. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that there. Is this gonna work? Are you gonna let me have this? I don't know. Maybe it won't. Okay, thank you, Nightbot, for the double posting of two different things. Oh, it posted my throne link. That's fun. I'm thinking. No, that's not. Maybe that's what I want. Okay, what is this? You know what? We're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna pull ourselves together, and we're gonna keep writing this outline. Because I realize it's a good thing I had these. I need to go back to my roots thoughts about magical girls in Mecca. Oh yeah, I should probably put something in there about that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna delete this. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete that. I know why. Because it's making things more convoluted, and I keep looking at it going, I should fill that out. But realistically, I don't need to fill that out. Okay. And I'm just gonna rename that. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something better. I'm just gonna do that for both of them. See, look at that. Look at me figuring that out. Okay. I'm thinking. Which is why I keep like making sounds. Okay, players create the keykeepers during the first session 0 of a group. This is one of the few live requirements. This is, and I actually don't even put that in there. Play the game, load enough for new moderators. Okay, so what's happening is, so right now, let's see if I can find it. The form that rules take has not been formalized. Let's see if I can find it. I know what I sort of know what I'm gonna have rules for. But for the most part, the way rules are gonna work, it's gonna, like, I want it to be like, when interacting with the game world, players are bound by the different rules of the magic rules in Mecha. You might not need it, but I think I might assume it might. So the reason why I put the thing about rules is because I'm gonna put in that if there's not a rule for it, you can do it. Because for Magic Girls and Mecha, it doesn't make the story more interesting. It's how the rules work. Or how in terms of my willy-nilly making of rules. Like, there are, like, specific rules for combat, like, I have, like, there's no PvP example, and so, like, rules for, like, combat are, like, you describe your action, and then, like, you do the thing. And then, like, they'll, like, be, like, there are rules, like, so there's also, for example, like, there's rules for magic. I haven't written them out yet, but, like, there's, like, you can't become a god looking at you Madoka Magica. Despite this having magical rules in Mecha, you cannot be like that. That's the kind of rules. Yeah, so basically, if there's not a rule for it, you can do it. But they're not, like, hard, fast rules, except for the rules for combat, and the hard, fast rules are literally just about, like, numbers. Exactly. So in this, for Magic Girls and Mecha specifically, if there's not a rule for it, you can do it. If I didn't say no, go for it. Especially if it's gonna make the game more interesting. But it also needs to be in line with your character. What the heck is my chair rolling over? I'm always asking. Okay, wait. Ow. I know what I want. Okay, cool. During scenes, player describe what action they take, or alternatively, during scenes, player describe the action they'll take, consulting the rules, how their action takes effect. Okay, that makes sense. So I decided to open a granola bar. I think I only have 2 left. Right? I have 2 left? Yeah, I have the one I just opened, and I have one unopened granola bar. Okay, let's write this out. Okay, so present to the beginning, set up players are bound by the different rule sets of and how they as God darn it. No! God darn. That's not odd. Okay. Been interacting with the story and game world. Players are. Okay, thank you. Thank you, ad break, for being over. That was obnoxious. Okay. When interacting with the game, with the story and game world, players are allowed. Listen, I didn't even know why they've been sending me like the notification about turning on ads for like ages, and I was like, no, I don't think I can do that. I don't know why you're saying that. I was like, you know what? Why? Fine, whatever. I'll just put on whatever the recommended thing is. But like, I feel like it shows up at the worst time. But I guess it's not the worst time because I was also eating a granola bar during that ad break. I've literally gotten 2 payouts in my entire time, like in 4 years of being on Twitch. I think I've gotten 2 payouts from Twitch ever. Alright, so when interacting with the story and game world, players are allowed. Players are bound by the rule set of magical girls and mecha. However, if there is no rule about an action a player wants to take, so long as it makes the story more interesting and aligns with their character, it is welcomed. Okay, let me finish the sentence. A sentence. During a scene, during event scenes, players describe their actions, and describe their action. Consulting the rules. Consult the rules if necessary. I spelled necessary wrong. I know I spelled necessary wrong. Necessary. Consult the rules if necessary on how their action takes effect. Okay, I might have to rearrange that sentence in 2 seconds. Let me take another bite of my last granola bar. I eat them so fast. Stupid. And then a granola bar, it's an oat bar. I think it's basically the same thing. Okay, wait a second. Oops. Players describe what action their characters are going to take during a scene, and consult the rules if necessary to see how their action takes effect. When interacting with the story in the game world. Okay, when interacting with the story in game world, players are bound by the rules set of Magic Girls and Mecha. If there is no rule... Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? God damn it. Comma. Players describe the action... If there is no... Haha, there we go. I fixed it. It's better. Okay. When interacting with the story in game where players are bound by the rule set of Magic Girls and Mecha. Players describe what the action their characters are going to take during the scene and consult the rules if necessary on how their action takes effect. If there is no rule about the action a player wants to take, so long as it makes the story more interesting and aligns with their character, it is welcomed. That's perfect. That makes so much more sense. Thank you so much. 10 for 10. Yeah, there's a lot of more extra words in there. I write like fucking Dickens. Like I get paid per word sometimes. Let's see. If player wants to take an action that is not covered by the rule, I don't get paid by word. Listen, I wish I got paid by word. Dickens had such a good thing going. I wish. No, I'm not. I wish I got paid. I'd break up the thesaurus. I write like I get paid by word, but I don't. When interacting with a story in game world, players are... Okay. Nope, that's, During a scene. If necessary, consult the rule. I just literally changed nothing just now. I don't know why I just did that. Consult the rules. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, because I was about to put it back. God help me. Okay, when interacting with the story in game world... Actually, I'll get rid of a game. With the world, players are bound by... Did I just lose internet? Did I just lose the internet? Oh. I see what you're saying. Something... If players want... Players are bound... Okay. Rule sets magical... Mecha. Players describe... Okay. Players take an action that is not covered... If players want to take an action that is not covered by the... If there's no... Oh, that makes way more sense. Want the player's actions are are not covered by... Oops, I wrote covered wrong. I wrote covert. Covered by the rules. Okay. Yep, there we go. So long as it makes the story more interesting and aligns with the character, it is welcome. There we go. I feel like I didn't make that shorter. I wasn't paying it. I can't remember what it said before. If not covered by the rules, as long. Nope. Okay, fine. I'll just make it as long. I don't know why that bothered me. I think that works. Players are bound by the rules set. Cause like that's the key. Like that's like the key part of the game. which is why I guess I'm finagling with it so much. So like everything leading up to that is literally just how the game narrator runs the game. Player triggered events are more organic in that they are based solely on information the GN has from players' journals and letters home because the game narrator has access to both public and private information about all characters in game. Yeah, like that's like literally the most important part of this entire thing. Like I feel like I should like bold it, but also I shouldn't bold it. Because literally everything up to this has been like, has been about the game narrator, which is running the game and the mod team. But like games doesn't exist without players, and how the players do things literally impacts everything. So the funny thing is, this is gonna end up somewhere else. What's happening is I had no plan when I started writing this game originally, and now I realize I should probably come up with a plan. And so now I'm coming up with the plan now. I just had vibes before this. I just had vibes and feelings. And now I'm like, no, I probably need some structure. And like vibes only got me so far. Okay, player triggered events are more organic and they're based on information. Well, so no one but me is ever gonna see this particular document, but like I'm gonna have to retranslate all of this into something here. Because like the rules that I have now are not helpful. They're just the rules I stole from something else I was working on, and so I just threw them there. Lord help me. Okay. Player triggered events are more organic in that they're based on information that the game narrator has from players' journals and player journals and letters home. The GM has access. The game narrator has access to both public and private information about all the characters in the game. In player triggered events, the GM has to craft the event flowchart themselves. These custom events will be unique to each game and fall into one or any number of event types. After an event is called to be over by the game narrator, players can write a sort of epilogue in their character journal to put out any other thoughts their characters may have had in the time of the event but couldn't share, or retrospective of the event if they've gleaned any new information after the fact. Players can also have the freedom to write letters home at any point, telling their friends and family about this. Letters home are can be read by anyone. No. Letters home are considered. Oop, that's a cat. Jesus Christ, Jack, you scared the shit out of me. Hi, Jack. I was like, what the fuck just hit my leg? And it's my cat. It's fine. He just kind of snuck up on me. Letters are considered private information. Private information. Public information is public information. Information is all scenes is all scenes in shared spaces are considered public information, even if a character was not. Oh my god. Listen, one day so this is part of a 2-part project. There's the play by post game, which is what this is about and what this is for, and like I want to make a more, I'm saying quote unquote traditional TRPG, but like it's not a TRPG, it's a board game. I'm making a board game. I finally resigned myself to making a role playing board game because I have these really cool. Jack, you're just standing on my legs. I want you to know that. You can't see this, but like I'm trying to make this better. And more than just vibes, because this game deserves better. Scenes and shared spaces are considered public, even if characters not physically present. Though this information for them is hearsay. Though this information for them, no, Jack. Hearsay. It's hearsay or speculative. Jack, no. The vibe, Jack, no. Jack. You cannot see him. He's just in my lap. It's a problem. He's just standing on my legs. Like, he's not doing anything. He's just standing on my legs. Private info. Oops, did I? Okay, there we go. Considered private information. Letter forms are considered private information, and only known to the writer, and only known to the writer and the GN/mod team. Jack, no! I swear to God, that's like so much of my life is just Jack, no. This information is for them is speculative or hearsay or speculative. Okay, what else happens in this game? Let me think about this. Exploration events are okay, so then I need to write about different kinds of events. Let me think about this. How do I want to write about different kinds of events? Okay, so there's exploration event occur either locations in the beyond the door occur. No. Okay, how do I want to do this? I don't think I need to. I'm gonna try to decide whether I need to. Okay, let me read this from the top. It is just more than just vibes. Players create their key keepers and mega commander during session 0 as a group. If the game is large enough for to need moderators, this is where they create their in-game press pool characters. If there's no moderators, then the game narrator takes the role of a single embedded press pool member. I feel like member is spelled wrong, but I guess it's not. In Magical Girls and Mecha, the game narrator and mod team. Actually, let's do this right now. Will provide a set. The event flowchart will be provided. Is provided. The events provide. Events include. I'll figure this out. Okay. In Magical Girl and Mecha, the game narrator and mod team will provide a set. Will be provided with set locations and events that they can pull from as the game evolves based on player actions. Events have a provided flowchart with choices for players to explore during. Events have a provided flowchart with choices for players to explore down depending on their characters and the type of story and the kind of story they want to engage in. There are 4 kinds of events in Magical Girls and Mecha: exploration events, investigation events, combat events, and socialization events. These events are either printed by the GN mod team or triggered by a player's actions. Okay. End of thought. Well, the game narrator mod team will also be provided with a host of different once before to populate any encounters they want to create or pull into very, as well as locations beyond the door that the games as well as locations beyond the door that the key keepers can discover. Those locations. Okay, so that means that's 2 more things that I need to do. Let's see. Where's the? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. It should be in here. Should be in there. It should be there. It's this, and then events, locations. Okay. We'll provide a host of different once from beyond. Okay. In a presented event, the beginning setup will be given to the players to write their character's reaction. Gameplay will go back and forth between different players involved in the event through text. Gameplay will go back and forth between different players involved in the event through posted text in the appropriate channels. Players are bound rules. If there's combat, okay, so if there's combat, things are shared public. Events are designed. During combat events, how do I want to do this? During combat events, when an enemy appears, when an enemy appears, the key keepers and whatever key keeper and mecha around are tasked to respond. These events should be pre-planned. They are semi-real time. These events should be announced by the mod team as they are as they can be semi-live events. Oh, game time. Though they are still bound by the game by in-game time. So by the in-game flow of time. During combat events, there may socialization happens. Socialization events don't need to be live. Usually, the only events that have used combat events are the only semi-live events, as whoever is active at the start of the event. Actually, no. I don't think that's true. I don't think that whoever's there. whoever's active at the start of the event. Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. I changed my mind. This is bound by full in-game time. In-game time is the thing about clocks. Where's my thing about clocks? Where's my thing about clocks? I was like, I know I have a thing about clocks somewhere. See clock mechanic for more information about how in-game time flows. I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go like that. We're gonna go like that. This is just a weird annotation that I need to put there. Okay. Let's do Magical Girl Mecha Rising. How does this game work? Characters are created during session 0. Magical Girls and Mecha is a board game. Once the game map has been laid out. Magical Girls Mecha Rising is a board game. They role playing. I shouldn't have to write it like that, but we're doing it anyway. It's a role playing tabletop board game. How this game session 0 starts with character creation. It is a board game. It starts with the players creating their key keepers and mecha companions, which is the same companion. I suppose I put too many N's in that word. Like companions. Okay, so once you create, god damn it. I don't know. Ow! Did I just break a nail? No, thank God. I would have been very upset if I had. I just thought it just hurt for a second. It starts with players creating the characters, the mecha companions. They also build their starting deck. They also create their starting game deck. Again, there are events. There are events. How do I want to do this? Where's the damn... Oh, there's nothing there. I hate myself sometimes. I don't hate myself sometimes. I just, past me sometimes just had it out for current me. Past me was just like, I'm gonna write this thing as a step-by-step playthrough guide, and then write nothing in that section. Basic, okay. Like, past me was just like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and then I didn't do the thing. Do I have... I think I do. Let's go look. Let's go look. Let's go look in ebooks. Let's go to H. Huh. Okay, we're gonna go to Google Drive. Because it'll be easier to find that way. Oh. Yeah, where is this? Oh, that's why I couldn't find it, because I'm dumb. I'm not dumb, that was rude. I just wasn't looking. I just didn't realize that I had cleaned some stuff up. I just didn't realize that I had made a neat little pile for myself. which is fair. Who no one expects. Like, I cleaned the other day, and the other day I mean yesterday, and I misplaced the damn goddamn ad breaks. Every 5 seconds. Fill in your role map. Okay. Let's go through this. Let's say create the character and character starting deck. Starting deck with the pro. No, don't ask you a damn thing. Appropriate. With the appropriate skill cards for their key keepers, role, and mecha companions type. Place down the then place that after placing down the. What are you doing, Jack? After placing down the game world map, and the location markers. They also set up this. Set up. There is also the setup of the game world map and location markers. Which I love my location. I have them. One day. Well, the location markers are why this is a board game. And also because I feel like building a card game. I feel like card games are missing. Draw. There's also the setup of the board game. The initial quest, the initial intro quest. What? I don't even want to know what that was about. The initial quest. Starting quest or setup. The starting. Oops, nope, don't do that. Quests are set up. Are drawn from the quest deck and set aside, as well as the. Oh, thank you for the subscription. God, ow! Thank you for the Prime sub. Bless Amazon Prime and Prime subs. I wish they gave you more than one. I know why they only give you one, but I wish they gave you more than one. The starting quests are drawn from the quest deck, as well as the. Actually, wait a second. How does this work? I want to find Betrayal. Where's Betrayal at? I don't think this is what I'm looking for. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, it's kind of what I'm looking for, but it's not what I'm looking for. Open! Jack, stop it! Stop it! God, cats are the worst. Thank you, though. Your sub and your help is appreciated. I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna have more structure and still vibes. But vibes with structure. This is a. As you explore, discover new rooms. Something. Patrol the map. Players, as well as the. As well as a random story event, as well as a story event card. Do I, okay, yeah, but quests are designed for key keepers to build up skills as and advance their character. Advance their character magically and narratively, and quest design events are for moving the game story forward. Events are designed for players to build up their key keeper skills and advance their character magical narratively. Events are for moving the story forward. Let me think about this. Move this event. Okay. At some point during. Okay, actually, I don't want this. I want this. Starting city. During the course of at the start of the game, players patrol the game world, doing various quests. So there are going to be location quests. Do I want to do that? Jack, are you sitting behind me? No. Okay, just checking. Let me think about this. What did I have? What did I have in it? Did I write this before? Ow. I keep saying ow, but that's not the word for what I'm looking for. Doing various, going about their day, going about their day. Key keepers, at the start of the game, key keepers go about their day-to-day lives, okay, in the world, on the game world, at the start of the, okay. At the start of the game, key keepers go about their day, go about their day and lives, doing various, going through the various phases, such as going to school. Okay, how do I want to do this? I don't want, actually, there's like a lot of like, the trail. No. Interesting. Yes. What is this? Oh. Don't care about that. No. don't see what I'm looking for. Okay, that's fine. It exists. I just don't know where it is. Select your role, select your mat stats. Nope, nope, nope. Shuffle, circle. Okay, start of the game, keep about their days. Consider phases such as patrolling. School is socialization. Socialization events take place at XXX locations. Okay, wait. Combat event. Combat events can take place at any location on the map. Let's see, what was I looking for? What was I looking? I was just looking at it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Cotton Eye Joe. Investigations can take place at any exploration. Exploration events only happen at doors. Wait, okay. Exploration only happens. Okay. Exploration events only. Exploration and investigation events are triggered by the appearances of doors on the game map. Doors occur in doors have doors trigger. How do I want to do this? Okay, so doors trigger randomly on a 1d20. Doors trigger randomly on a 1d20 chance. Actually, no. % chance. 75%. Door. Randomly. I'll figure out. I'll do math. My brain just trying to do math now. It hard reset. They must be tracked down. They must be tracked down by the key keepers before X number of turns. If X number of turns, if not, it will default to a ambush. If not, I'm getting in the weeds, but I need to be. This is a weird set of weeds that I need to be in. I must manage this. What's the word? I must manage this garden. I'm trying to get by the advantage. They must be tracked down by the key for. Chance of one. Brand doors are random. Doors are triggered randomly on a D at a random location. Also 1d100. Oh no, actually, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1d20. On a one and a random location 1d20. They must be tracked down by the key keepers before X number of returns. If not, the combat event will be considered an ambush, resulting in damages done to the game's world. During combat words. During combat words. Take place at can take place at no. Okay, I can delete this. Cause those thoughts are no longer relevant or correct. Okay, the board game starting players create their key keepers and mech and companion. They also create their starting deck with the appropriate skill cards for their key keepers. Roll. Starting relationship ties are also built during at this point. Why did I? The various phases. The various phases. The key keepers choose. Go through and various. At the start of the game. Okay, wait a second. At the start of the game, key keepers. At the start of the game, key keepers go about the day, going to their various locations that they choose at the start of their turn. A in-game day ends when all players have gone through their. During the course, can go to 4 locations, 5 locations. School, 3 locations. Players choose 3 locations, not counting the schools to visit during the day. During a day. Okay, so wait, you're on. Okay, let me think about this. You're on the map. You say, I'm gonna go to. Throughout the day, I'm gonna go to all characters, all school, all key keepers must visit their school location once. No. If a key keeper chooses a school locations do not count. Players choose. A day go through their day. Okay, so let me think about this. You start player 1 is going. Player 1 says, I'm going to school, the arcade. The same going to school, the arcade, and the park. At each location, there is a 100% chance of a door spawning. Calling the keykeeper at that location into a combat event. If not, different locations, types of events. Okay, different location types have different events. If no door spawns, the keykeeper can all decide to go to different thing. Start. Okay, let me think. Brain. Okay. I'm like going through a physical, like not physical. I'm like miming on my table. Okay, so start. Start of the game. Keykeeper's location. They choose start their turn. Just choose 3 locations, not counting schools to visit during a day. Actually, I don't need that note. That's a dumb note. To visit during a day, at the beginning. They determine where they're going first before any onboard. All players determine where their keykeeper is going during a day before any on-map actions are taken. At each location, there's one of a door spawning calling the keykeeper as multiple keykeepers, multiple players can go to the same locations. This opens up the possibility of a socialization event occurring. I forgot the extra R. Did my playlist end? I think it did. Fun. Let's see. Let's go. Sure, why not? Daily Mix 2. I don't know what's on this mix. I just picked a... okay. Occurring. At each location, there is also a 1 in D100 chance of door spawning. Okay, so, possible socialization event. Combat event. I'm just gonna like capitalize that just so I don't lose them. If no door spawn, keep the keykeeper at the location can pull a location type specific. All locations have. Okay. All locations have a location type. Let me go back. Let me see. Park. Park. Shop. School, something. Park, shop, training. Park, shop, training. Park, shop, neighborhood. 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 Nope. Neighborhood. Neighborhood? I guess neighborhood. 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 All events have a location type and corresponding. Okay. Corresponding. That wasn't right either. Corresponding. Event cards. Okay, I think that makes sense. So you set up. Oh no, come on brain, pull it together. All locations have a location type. 2, 4, 5. Okay, that's fine. Corresponding event cards. So the game draw the quest deck, event, and quest deck. Event and quest cards. Event and quest. Some also have item corresponding item cards. Shops also shops have corresponding item cards, and training school and training have skill cards. Okay, that makes sense. I do like that plan. That was a good plan. Okay. So starting quests are drawn from the general quest deck and set aside. These can be taken up by any keeper. Actually no, I'm not gonna have story event cards. Story events are triggered on a timer when certain not qualifying certain story events are triggered on a timer when certain circumstances are met. I guess circumstances are met. I will get back to that. Story events. Quests are designed for players. Quests are designed for players to build up their keykeeper skills and advance through their magical. Story events are. I mean, that's a dumb sentence, but story. Damn it! I pressed. Actually, no, I'm gonna delete that sentence because it's a stupid sentence. It's a repetitive sentence. At the start of the game, keykeepers go about their day and lives. Story events are triggered in a certain time on a clock when certain circumstances are met. Example being defeat. Example, if X number of frog type once from before have spawned story event frog. It's raining frogs occur. Players will know this. How will I decide this? Players know. Oh, but how will they know this? How will they know if they've done the thing? Players will know this. Players will know this because players will know this through the use of achievement tracker though they will know something is going to happen when X number of things occurs, but not what that event will be. It will say to turn to X page in the story event guide. Story event guide. That's how we're doing that. Example: if X number of frogs types show up, type of once from before have been spawned. If X number of spawn story event, it's raining frogs occurs. Defeat. Some story events will roll. Another example will be if X number of turns to go by, turn to this. It can't be a long, it's only gonna be one page. I guess there's gonna be a role for the bookkeeper. Player role of the bookkeeper. To keep track of achievements. Track of I don't know. Maybe I don't know. IDK, maybe something. But if I guess if I make it a digital, the physical version of making digital will be easier because there'll just be triggers in the digital game. Oh, it's not circumstances, it's conditions, right? I was like, why couldn't I figure out what that word was? Conditions are met. Certain conditions are met. At the start of the story events are triggered on the clock. At the start of the game, key keepers go about their day and lives to go into various locations that they choose at the start of their turn. Turns play out, choose 3 locations visiting during the day. All players determine where their characters are going during the day. For any actions are taken, multiple players can go to the same location. It's special socialization events occurring. There's also a 100 chance of a door spawning, calling the keykeeper at the location into a combat event. If no door spawns, the keykeeper at that location can pull a location type specific event by an item if they have the necessary have the necessary resources, train a skill or train a skill an in-game day ends when all players have gone through their day. Okay. Um, uh, gameplay goes. Each go to the first location. Players in a turn, game turn, in a full game turn. Each player goes to one location. Each player goes to one location. Every player goes to one location. Every player goes to their first location. Does a door spawn? Does a door spawn? If so, combat. Other players can use their turn to go to the door and help their fellow keykeeper. If a door does not spawn, then resolves any event. Then the keykeeper can pick up a quest item, an item or train, depending on where. This one's rough. This one's gonna be rough. This one's gonna be like, I'm gonna spit this out and then we're gonna like come back to it like 2 days from now. In a full game turn, every player goes to their first location. If a door spawns, the players go to their first location. The first player checks if a door spawns at their location. If so, combat, and other players can use their turn. So player one goes to the first location. Does a door spawn? Yes. Other players can. Okay, I'll figure. That's a weird thing. I'll figure it out. If so, a combat event occurs, and other players can use their turn to go to the door and help their fellow keykeeper. If a door does not spawn, the keykeeper can pick. Then the first keykeeper can pick a quest item or train depending on where they are. Once their actions have been resolved, the second keykeeper goes through the same process. The only difference is if a door does spawn. The only difference going forward is if a door does spawn, players who have already gone in player one loses. If so, a common event occur. Actually, that's dumb. Okay. If so, combat occurs. Can use their turn to go to the door, losing the ability to go to one of the 3 locations they were planning going to. Okay, that's because it's like, do I, if I was going to train, or can I waste? Because you're not wasting a turn. You get. Once action is resolved, the second key keeper goes through the same process. The difference going forward is the next key keeper goes through the same process. Only difference going forward is if the door does spawn, the player loses. Who's already gone. The only difference going forward is if a door does spawn, the player who's already gone chooses to go help their fellow keykeeper. They lose one of the other two locations they were planning on go. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense, but I will find a better way to write this later on. Exploration event. The exploration phase is triggered by the appearance of a door on the map. Doors are triggered randomly at a random location. Going after all keykeepers have gone, the day ends. Through their day. Gone through their day. At the end of an in-game day ends when all players have gone. At the end of the day, if no door has spawned, there's roll. No, actually, no. I need to stop thinking about this like it's a computer game. That's what's happening. I'm like, oh, I can trigger this event. No, I can't. Because someone has to do it. Doors are triggered randomly in location. They must be. I don't know if I like that sentence. They must be tracked down by the key keepers. The longer a door and a once from before is on the map, the more damage is done to the game world, which key keepers can repair on their turn. Things players can do on their turn. They can explore the world. They can. No. Investigation. Investigation is during the investigation player. During an investigation, a keykeeper tries to figure out as much information from their mecha companion about the once from before. The more time spent in investigating, the easier, better prepared a key. Fudge. The better prepared a keykeeper and their teammates will be. However, the longer a door and a keykeeper is on the map, the more damage. Okay, that makes sense. Investigation is a skill. Investigation is a type of skill. There are investigation skills. There are investigation skills keykeepers can have and use. Okay. Um, there are combat skills. My brain is which is unfortunate. But I guess not, because it's been almost 3 hours since I started streaming. And once again, I wrote words, a lot of them, and things got done. And I'm actually pretty pleased with the game flow that I got from Magic Girls and Mecha. It is in a much better place than it was when I started this. So I guess I won't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad about quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm calling it. I'm letting my brain take a brief rest. And maybe rot to some YouTube videos. And then I'll come back later today, or maybe in 2 days. I don't know. What's today? Today's Thursday, so maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have no idea. My brain will come back online. And oh no. My brain will come back online. Oh god, come on, brain. Sorry, I was eating something just now. My brain will come back online, and I will. Maybe I'll come back. Sorry, what I was saying was maybe I'll come back tomorrow, or later tonight, and finish the second one. But I feel like I did get stuff done. I definitely got more, and it actually gives me what I got from Magic Girls and Mecha gives me a lot more that I can work for. Especially that one paragraph that I was struggling with about the way the rules are, like what I want to do in the game, and what I want to add, which is good. But I guess until either tomorrow, maybe Saturday, I don't know. I've given up sort of having like any sort of schedule. Because every time I try to like come up with a schedule, it's a lie. But maybe it'll also be a daytime stream again. Because these haven't been terrible, and if I do them early enough, like start at noon, I'm not so hot. Because it gets hotter the longer the day goes on. Or I can just go to doing it at night when it's like the least hot. But then I have like less brain cells. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna call it. It's been a good time. I got things done. The VOD will be up on YouTube in a couple days, probably Saturday or something, it depends. And then I will. Maybe I'll write a text post devlog for Magic Girls and Mecha and update it on itch.io too. Hi Jack. Don't get down. Get down. Until then, I will see you all later. Thanks everyone who stopped by. Thanks for the help and the one sub that I got. Yay! I have a sub. Taken out of context, terrible, but whatever. I would never. Until then. Actually, wait a second. No, I guess it's fine. Bye-bye.